We are living through possibly one of the biggest shifts in human mindset, where we're talking employers focusing more on soft skills and core skills, human skills, and skills that focus more on creative thinking and problem solving. Those kind of skills, more than actual technical skills. That shift is happening, and we are living through that shift right now. We're talking 90% of employers around the globe realize that this is something, these are skills that are not just very important for employees to do their job well, but are also very scarce. And when companies at this scale realize that this is something that is scarce, they are beginning to spend their resources and money on reskilling and upskilling their own talent, upskilling their own resources so that they can retain them. Singapore is an interesting market. Singapore being the second biggest financial hub in the entire world, we still have 2/3 of the companies hiring based on technical skills. AI, there's robotics, there's workflow automation, all these technical skills companies still focusing on. Naturally, more talent from the entire Asia Pacific region and globally is moving towards Singapore based on just these skills. It's not that companies are not realizing the importance of soft skills here. Even employees, in fact, 50%, there was a study conducted by LinkedIn which said 50% of employees leave their current employer because they do not find enough upskilling opportunities with their current employers. And that's a big problem, right? We're talking about skills, employees realizing the importance of skills, whereas employers still going ahead and hiring based on technical skills. For Singapore to be the biggest financial hub by, let's say, 2025, it has to employ people with soft skills. And people need to realize that soft skills are something that are going to be very, very important in the next 2 years, 3 years. That's going to be something that's probably going to matter more than the technical skills. Question is, are companies in Singapore going to focus more on soft skills as something that is essential for hiring the right talent in their company? Something more than technical skills, or at least at par with technical skills by 2022. Is that change going to happen? See, AI is happening. AI is a technology where at this stage, we're talking supervised learning. Going forward, it's going to be unsupervised learning. We have more and more automation kicking in. And with all of that, the talent pool is really getting narrow. And people with enough skills are obviously going to remain in their jobs. People with not so good skills are obviously going to be pushed down. Now, when I say not so good skills, I am talking specifically about technical skills. But what can set you apart is when the demand and supply, historically speaking, when the demand and supply goes for a toss like this, then people with exceptional skills, not just the technical skills, but also the core skills, the people skills, critical thinking, problem solving skills, people with these skills are the ones that are going to survive. That's going to be the game. It's going to be survival of the fittest. And so the fittest is going to be the person who has good technical skills and good soft skills. We need to start looking at these skills more seriously. We need to start training our employees on these skills, because going forward, when automation takes over, when AI takes over, a lot of redundant jobs are going to be dropped. A lot of people are going to be jobless. This is going to happen. And what's going to separate them from the rest of the world? What's going to separate them from the crowd? What's going to separate your company from the rest of the world is you do have AI, you do have automation in place, but at the same time, you have really, really skilled people working with you. Not just technically skilled, but also skilled in critical thinking, but also skilled in problem solving, in communication, in emotional intelligence. You have high level leaders that stick with your company for long. That's what's going to make your company last long. That's what's going to make your company differentiate yourself from the competitors. That's what is going to make your company win in the long term. And that's what is going to make Singapore world's biggest financial hub.